Hey there, Ironman class of 2021. We are answering your questions. I'm doing videos, mixing it up a little bit. Next one I want to address is Tom. Tom sprained his ankle this weekend. So we're going to talk a little bit about injuries. We're kind of go broad spectrum, and in that we will answer Tom's question about spraining your ankle. What can you do for cardio? So specifically, I want to talk about lower body injuries because that's what mostly we would deal with. I'll go a little bit about, you can do shoulders and rotator cuffs and all kinds of fun stuff for swimming. So if you've got a lower body injury, such as a sprained ankle or something, maybe you can do, if you've got a trainer, that's a nice situation where you can do very easy bike rides. So you're not having to put as much stress and strain on there, especially if you've got a smart trainer or something like that. You can dial back the resistance quite a bit. Still get the spinning going, but not having to put the force on the pedal so it doesn't put force on the extremities and when you're trying to recover. If you've got access, I know times are tough right now, but rowing machine, that's great. You can kind of minimize your lower body, how much you have to do in that, but you can do a lot of rowing machine. Hand cycles, plenty of gyms have those. I don't know if you can find them anywhere else necessarily, but a nice hand cycle, that'll get your heart rate up in a hurry. Punching bag. Always found this kind of an interesting workout. You can stay stationary so you don't have to move on your feet that much, and you can actually get quite a sweat going with a punching bag. You can also, just for mobility's sake, go on nice, easy walks. And you could do upper body strength. So for my athletes, I prescribe a lot of, body weight type of stuff. So they can do upper body, they can do core and flexibility. So you can work on other stuff while your ankle kind of recovers. And again, always check with your doctor or physician or anybody else, if it's a severe issue, if it's a real bad sprain or something like that. You want to make sure that you're talking to your doctors and finding out what you should be doing, because you don't want to have structural problems and then exacerbate it by trying to find a workaround, but then you kind of draw out the recovery process. So that's lower body. But if you've got an upper body injury, if you kind of messed up your shoulder maybe in swimming or something like that, or I messed up my shoulder carrying a 5-gallon bucket of stain for the fence. So I was kind of out of swimming and weightlifting necessarily for a little bit. So again, you can go back to the trainer rides. You can do your runs still. Maybe not as intense, or you're not swinging the shoulders around as much. So it's kind of a trial and error, finding out what works best. But again, if you've got a sprained ankle, you're kind of stuck. If you can't do swimming like you put in your comment, like I said, you could do very easy bike rides. Just put the resistance way back, kind of get the RPMs up a little bit more so you get the heart rate going. Rowing machine, hand cycle, punching bags, walks, upper body strength, or you can do core and flexibility and necessarily doesn't involve the lower body. You can get quite a sweat going on with a nice yoga session, a nice core session. You can do amazing things. So there's plenty of opportunities and other workouts you could be doing, substituting. Hopefully your ankle injury isn't that bad, and you can kind of get by for a week or two doing a little bit less. But if you got that ankle, you're probably going to have to do some rest and recovery just to make sure it gets back to 100% before you get back out there. So hopefully, Tom, that answers your question. If you got any other issues, or if you'd like to see maybe a few upper body weight only workouts, I would recommend put them in the comment to the video, and I'll attach them there. And good luck out there.